asshole! You too. Shut the hell up. Fuck you. We're trying to get the party going here, folks. It's Christmas time. And this is a wonderful event commemorating some of the worst music ever heard. We'll be hearing more of that. All right. Here we go. How's everybody? Shut up. How's everybody doing? All right, here we go. Let's get the party started. Why did God let Dan Fogelberg die? Why? Well, because his records weren't selling anymore. We offended the Dan Fogelberg freaks in the audience, huh? All right, here's one for you. Why did God give Smash Mouth 3 top 10 singles? Well, it was a clerical error. He meant to give them all syphilis. Okay. Yeah. What was the name of the historical event at which hundreds of thousands of innocent children were brutalized by a fascist regime and then left out in the sun to die? The Vans Warped Tour. Why did Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper all retire from the music industry in 1959? Well, because their vocal cords were all damaged in an accident. But how's everybody doing? But that's... We have a couple more jokes here. Here's one for you, gang. What was Elvis Presley's worst ever release? Well, the ejaculation containing Lisa Marie. What do you call the creatures who were found growing in the pile of old potato chip wrappers and discarded G-strings behind Britney Spears' house? Her children. Yeah. Why did Vice, where are you going? Huh? Pig boy, where are you going? What are you doing? Why would you leave? The party's just getting started. What is this?
Sit down there. Let's grab that table. I'm not going to grab the table. We don't want to grab
Another dissatisfied DI fan, huh? Those assholes ruined this party. I am trying to salvage it, huh? They took the money and they did not come. No, awful, despicable vermin. And you could tell it from the music. It does not sound good. Have you heard that music? Screaming and vomiting, throwing up, shitting on plates. That's what it sounds like. And they have a career with this? No, DI is horrible. Awful. And the fact that you're not hearing them tonight is a real testament to their character, of which they have none, huh? I'll tell you who didn't do that was Benny Goodman. If he had a contract, he showed up and did the show. No, and you don't have any right to take a photo either. No, I'm sorry, but that was... No, fuck you, asshole. All right. We're gonna... Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, we'll do a couple more jokes, and that's it. Why did two teenaged boys crawl down into the portable holding tank of an outdoor chemical toilet and stay there for over 15 hours? Well, because they wanted to meet Aerosmith. Now, she has got a beautiful smile, this young lady here, who is brightening up this general area here where it was fouled by the previous occupants of the seats. Oh, boy. All right. Why does Eric Clapton close his eyes during all of his guitar solos? Well, because his audience is so ugly. When will you people shut the hell up, huh? You pay money to come out and just talk with your bad breath. Huh? Just endless chatter. Nothing to say. Empty pea brains. And just this pathetic chatter. What are you talking about, huh? The results of your herpes tests? Get the hell out of here, huh? This place used to be a restaurant. It used to be really good food. And then they let all these filthy, dirty, slummy musicians in here with their shitty music. And they put stickers on everything. The stickers. I'm offering 25-cent reward for every sticker that is peeled off of that wall, huh? Let's restore this place to its former glory. Good boy. All right, we got 25. Can I send you a check? That's a good one. No regrets, huh? I bet they're good. I bet that's some good music, huh? Horrible, huh? All right. The only thing worse than the sound of your people's chattering voices is the sound of No Regrets' shitty music. And we have a couple more jokes here for you. Oh, boy. Hey! What do you call it? What do you call it when decrepit old dogs regurgitate garbage just before dying? What's the medical term for that? Oh, the Rolling Stones in concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, would that have been funnier if it was a tattoo? All right, we have a couple more gags here for the swine. Why did Sir Mick Jagger stick a carrot up his daughter's ass? Well, because he mistook her for a fan. Thank you. Good to see you. Where are you from? Sweden? Thanks for coming out all the way from Sweden. Very interesting country. Where are you from? Raising your hand. South Africa. Amazing. The folks will come out for an event in Mesa, Arizona. I do appreciate that. The international crowd. We got a couple more jokes here. Oh, boy. Do we have to? All right, we'll tell it, but... Why isn't Santa Claus coming down the chimney this year? Well, because he's impotent. Hey, they love that joke in Dubai. Why did NASA send a titanium copy of the latest Linkin Park album to every planet in our solar system? Well, to kill off any interest that the aliens may have had in invading Earth. Looks like we've got a 50% Linkin Park positive audience here tonight, huh? Women, be careful who you go home with. You don't want to have some of these Linkin Park children. We have a couple more gags for you, folks. Before we release the much-deserved cyanide gas into the room. Oh, boy. Why do the members of Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band refer to him as the boss?
Why?
Well, because if they don't, he'll have them all replaced with session musicians.
Terrible joke!
Oh, I'm sorry, Siskel and Egbert over there. Not up to your usual speed of humor, huh? Jokes you hear from your landlord at the crack house that you live in, huh? Get out of here if you don't like the jokes. How much did you pay? What is it, $3 to get in here or something? And you come out here with your criticisms? We don't need you here. I'm sorry, they don't need you in that booth that's overcrowded. I'm calling the fire department. And everyone else here doesn't need you. Because you are vermin, you are a foul, despicable, unliked person. No Christmas presents for you. Get out of here. Take your shitty music, too, that you make. Take that out of here, too. No one wants to hear that. A couple more gags for you to keep this party light. Why did U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney shoot Texas Attorney Harry Whittington? Well, it was in retaliation for the Biggie Smalls murder. Yeah. All right. What is the difference? What is the difference between why did how many why did Paris Hilton, socialite Paris Hilton, over the course of one particularly memorable hour, perform oral sex on Calvin Klein, Eddie Bauer, Giorgio Armani, Pierre Cardin, Tommy Hilfiger, and both Abercrombie and Finch? Well, because she's a very classy lady. But that's my life. Oh, you like that, huh? You like that? Not the jokes, just the tagline, huh? You lousy zipper lips.
Yeah!
Okay. But that's all I... Thank you. Well... All right. What do you get when you cross Sir Elton John with a saber-toothed tiger? I don't know, but you better keep it away from your ass. Oh, boy. The oldies but goodies is what you want, huh? And we got Bill Haley's Comets coming up a little bit later. Haley died in 1976, but his Comets keep the spirit of junk music alive. We have a couple more jokes for you in the meantime. What a great crowd, huh? Give yourselves a round of applause, huh? A round of applause that exceeds the round of applauses I've not been getting tonight. But I don't mind. It's great to be earning money doing what I love, telling these jokes. You know, you got that Britney Spears' little daughter, Jamie Lynn Spears, 16 years old, already pregnant for the second time, getting $1 million from OK Magazine for photos of the birth process. That is more money than I will make doing 1 million of these shows, huh? Really puts things in perspective, huh? But at least I've got some sort of income, unlike most of you, you welfare cheats, trust fund freeloaders, line stealers. Oh boy! Why? Shut up back there! Why? Why did Robert Redford stick his cock in a jar of Paul Newman's spaghetti sauce? Well, the two men have been friends for over 40 years. Do you think he's going to stick his cock in a competitor's product? Hey, did you guys hear that Anthony Kiedis, the Grammy Award-winning composer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, finally joined the Mile High Club? No? Yeah, that's right. He raped a woman in Denver. How many Red Hot Chili Peppers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, it depends on how recently they've shot up. Yeah. Okay. And why? Why do the Red Hot Chili Peppers wear socks on their cocks? Well, because they've lost all bladder control. And what did the Red Hot Chili Peppers do when their management informed them that they were not at all happy with the band's latest tracks?
They sold black hair.
Well, they went out and bought long sleeve shirts.
Metallica!
All right. And why does Anthony Kiedis of the sensational young generation act the Red Hot Chili Peppers insist that backstage at the conclusion of each and every one of his horrific performances, waiting in his dressing room, there must be an entire case, 144 pieces, of strawberry flavored condoms? condoms, anybody? Strawberry flavored condoms, 144 of them. Why does Mr. Kiedis insist that this be waiting for him backstage at the conclusion of each and every Red Hot Chili Pepper performance? Well, all that jumping around on stage, he builds up quite an appetite. I shuck money out of your wallet, little weasel boy. Making some good money here tonight, huh? Straight out of your paycheck, huh? What is that, $2 a day? So what I'm getting paid tonight represents 4 hours of work for you. Half a day. So screw you, huh? Pig boy, eat those fries, huh? Eat the fries, huh? Get sicker and sicker from them, huh? Have a pizza if you really want to get sick. We have a couple more jokes for you. What is the difference between the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Harriet Tubman? Well, Harriet Tubman, the great Harriet Tubman, was of course a heroine to the slaves. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers are slaves to heroin. No, folks, I would like to apologize for that joke. It was inaccurate, and it was in poor taste, and it reflected poorly on the men whose names I have been slandering up here for the past 10 minutes, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Folks, I recently learned that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are in fact 4 of the nicest guys you could ever hope to meet. They are benevolent, they are humanitarians, they are wonderful, wonderful people. And these jokes are inaccurate, these Red Hot Chili Pepper jokes. Because despite the awful nature of their live performances and their recordings, they're actually great guys. They have done so much at their own expense, out of the goodness of their hearts, over the last 25 years. They have done so much to help benefit the mentally disabled. That's right. For the past 25 years, quietly at their own expense and without any public fanfare, the Red Hot Chili Peppers have been hiring the mentally disabled to design their tattoos. But that's... Thank you. Thank you very much, huh? And maybe seen my great tagline on Fox News, huh? Now you can see it in person, huh? Before we bring out the music. Who do we have playing here tonight? Is it anything I would know?
No! Hitler Youth!
Who is the young group coming up to really put the icing on this cake, huh? What are they called? Could you guys stand up, introduce yourself? We got some great music, folks. This is going to sound so good to your shot eardrums, worn out eardrums. We have a couple more jokes. Let's move on. Let's take things in a new direction. Gang, what is the only thing worse? The only thing worse than a new album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. 9/11.
Mr. Bungle!
This is a tough crowd. You know what, folks? I'm thinking about retiring after tonight's show. Hey, come on, I've been up since 6 a.m. All right. Why Why did God send Terry Schiavo to hell? For the sin of sloth. All right, I'll take that applause. Hey, as my mentor Chuck Mangione used to say, it feels so good to be up here opening for this great group that's coming up next. Order another pizza in the meantime. Why did God create Domino's Pizza? Well, to punish humanity for their complacency in letting the Holocaust happen. Yeah. And why did God create dentists? Dentists. Well, to fill my ex-wife's southernmost cavities, unfortunately. Yeah. But that's my life. How do you keep your pet dog from licking his balls? Well, you coat them in Domino's pizza sauce. Yeah. Or perhaps why did Ronald McDonald have sex with his sister? Well, because his judgment was impaired from all those years of eating junk food.
Look at this, dude.
And how do you keep flies from landing on your Big Mac?
White suckers and those, dude. Look at
Unwrap it.
22 today. I got it.
Former McDonald's employees here tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. On his deathbed, why did Colonel Sanders reveal the secret of his 11 herbs and spices to Academy Award nominated actress Sally Field? Well, because he was desperate for a hand job. Can we get some more laughs in the monitors? Why did the Sanders girls, Colonel Sanders' daughters, absolutely refuse to eat KFC's extra crispy fried chicken? Well, because it brought back too many bad memories of their late father's foreskin. Hey, don't blame me. I stole that joke from Chris Christopherson. What do you call a senior citizen who can't refrain from exposing their genitalia in public? Madonna. And why did Madonna feed her infant baby Alpo brand dog food? Well, she had no choice. That's just what came out of her breasts. All right, folks. What do you call 5 fingers that are grasping a small boy's penis? for Jackson 5. What's the difference between isopropyl alcohol and vodka? Well, I'm drinking isopropyl alcohol, you're drinking vodka. And, why did E.T., the extraterrestrial, love Reese's Pieces so much?
Why?
Well, because they have the same flavor that cum does on his home planet.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. Why would you clap at that? What's wrong with you? What's the difference? What is the difference between Courtney Love and the American flag?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. A large vagina.
Real mark of disrespect coming from that area over there, huh?
Mr.
And Mr. Asshole, pleased to meet you, huh? Why don't you go hang yourself and stop interrupting carefully choreographed sets of humor? You're not adding anything to the night. You know, the thing is, you could get 10 horrible bands up here in a row, and they probably will. And no one will say anything. They'll just sit there with this blank look on their face, nod their head slightly while this hellish music drones on and on, huh? Destroying your eardrums, destroying your spirit. And then I come up here and between even the smallest silence in these jokes, you get Mr. Prick over here who has to throw in his 2 cents, huh? Why don't you save it for some of these shit musical acts, huh? Why don't you give them a hard time and leave me alone for once, huh? Or even better, why don't you go hang yourself and then go fuck yourself afterwards? That's it, folks. I cannot continue under these conditions. Good night. All right, we'll do one more. Why did sexual actress Angelina Jolie and sensual actor Brad Pitt choose to have their baby in a primitive medical facility in Namibia, a third world hellhole?
Why?
Well, so they'd have a scapegoat when the baby was born retarded. Thank you.
You didn't write that one.
And, why did the farmers start a punk rock band? Because he was tired of hauling oats. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name has been... Stick around. The great sounds of anger are coming up next. Anger. Stick around.